My name's Nancy, and I'm involved with the First Nations Writers Festival as a volunteer, and I'm actually working as the cultural ambassador. My job is to be out there and talk to the local indigenous population across the Greater Pacific and see if they can be able to write their books and so we can be able to tell the stories to the world. Now my job it's easier for me to do this job because of my background information as a village girl growing up in the village and having cultural knowledge about how things are done, way things are done, and it's easier to relate to the people. And also because I see that across the Pacific Island countries, you would see the similarities in the culture. So it's easier when I get on board to talk to people and I can easily relate to them. We were able to go across the Pacific Island. We've been able to go to Fiji, to New Caledonia, to Vanuatu, and to the Solomon Islands. And we were able to relate to those people and be able to tell them that, look, let's keep the stories alive and going. So behind the scenes, we've been going out there and even talking one-on-one, meeting people in groups, schools, universities, and getting the interest coming up because we see, while going out there, I've seen that the indigenous population of the First Nation countries are actually very intellectual people in their own rights. They have so much story to tell, but some of them are not able to write. Some of them are able to write, and so for the ones that are able to write, we ask them to write. The ones who are not able to write, we ask them to tell the story so someone can be able to write. So yeah, behind the scenes, there's been work going on to see if people can write the books, and lots of people have been showing interest, and it's really very good. The winners this year, for me, it's like a big bang. It's been fantastic because they kind of paving the way, and now that they've done this, when First Nation goes out to talk, when the Writers' Festival goes out to talk, there's evidence that yes, they were talking about writing the book and publishing it, and we have evidence now that the book has been published and is out ready to go because the people of the Greater Pacific, they have beautiful stories. Some of the beautiful stories in the world are found in the Greater Pacific. The problem is how do they say it out? How do they write it? How does the world read their stories? And so now that we have the winners, it shows, it kind of encourages now the others to come on board and start writing their books as well. Yeah, I believe that it only gets better, and I believe that First Nations is here, Writers Festival is here to stay, and I know that more people are interested, and the number of books, the outcomes coming in is going to be greater because we've seen interest, and we know that it's just going to go from good to better to best. So we are going this journey, but we'll get there as much as possible, get the books written, yeah. I'd say that I'm just grateful on behalf of the people of the Greater Pacific. I'm just grateful for Anna Bossi, the chairman for the First Nations Writers Festival, on her board of directors. They're really doing a great job because there is a gap that needed to be bridged, and they're actually providing the bridge for the people of the Greater Pacific to bring their stories on board, because if they are not here, there are some people who's got stories to write. There are actually people who are writing stories, but they do not have the capacity to print it out and send it out to the world or make it into a book even. And so these people on the ground are providing that venue and the platform. And on behalf of the people of the Greater Pacific, even me included, I just want to say thank you to the chairman and the board of directors and everyone who's behind to make sure this grows wings and flies, and we get more books coming in. Yeah, a big thank you to those people who they kind of have a vision, and they're able to see what needs to be done, and they're picking up what needs to be done, and they're actually sowing a seed into the right space to help people who are unfortunate or people who are not able to do it.